What does your vision look like? You may have a picture of yourself in 5 to 10 years in your mind's eye, or you may not. But a good place to start with your vision is the Scout Oath and Law. How you live your life and your vision is as important as what your vision is. As you experience more education and as technology and knowledge expand, you will have a better handle on your vision for your life, and your vision will evolve.
It was really clear that I had to get the very best education I could possibly receive because it's a very competitive world. You know, if you think about today, we're competing with people that we have never seen, might not ever see, and they will eat your breakfast, your lunch, and tell you they're not feeding you dinner. And that's the way it is because we have a global world. And I think I understood that pretty early, and I really strived to get a very good education because when I left school and came back to work for a night of work, I could understand the application of education to work. And I knew that I had to get the bachelor's. I knew I had to get an advanced degree. And by the same token, you know, it might sound minor to some people. In 42 years in corporate business, I was the first African American in every job that I had. So all along the way, I was trying to prove to several people that it was doable.
Education is the only path toward personal fulfillment and success, frankly. You know, people my age, a lot of, and even younger, have fathers who were blue-collar workers. Those jobs are disappearing. Those kinds of manufacturing jobs where all you needed was good, a willingness to work hard and to show up every day and develop a certain skill or trade, and you could live pretty well. This is becoming a knowledge-based society. And young people who leave school after high school and don't go on to a vocational school or to learn a specific skill or trade, or go on to college, are automatically cutting themselves short.
There are different paths to discovering your vision.
Being in Boy Scouts, one of the biggest things I learned was diversity. You go out, you get all these merit badges, you do all this stuff, and it gives you the opportunity to learn about a whole large different group of things. And it lets you understand, hey, what do you enjoy doing? What do you like doing?
I think it's important to figure out what you want to do. Yeah, that's one of the things that I did. I figured out what interested me most and what I would most enjoy doing, what I would most like to accomplish. And you should actually think about that. And then figure out how to pursue it. And everyone should not try to pursue the same things. You should pursue the things that are the greatest interest and fascination to you.
Whatever you end up going into, you know, whatever your interest is, you have to have a passion for it. And without that passion, you know, your leadership of yourself or your enthusiasm for what you're doing, if that's not there, then there's no way you can really follow through with a quality and keep yourself, you know, going.
If you can see it, you can be it. How do you do it? Break down your vision into SMART goals. You've seen this graphic before, but let's look at it again. Setting and achieving SMART goals, rather than unrealistic or poorly planned goals, will mean the difference between success and failure. Each letter in the word SMART stands for an important test of a goal: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. You have to make sure that every goal is specific, clear, and understandable, so you have a handle on exactly what's involved. It has to be measurable. How else will you know when you've completed your goal? It must be attainable. It needs to be realistic, a step along the way to achieving your vision. That way, you are enthusiastic and ready to go. Your goal also has to be relevant. Any goal needs to be related to achieving the vision. If the goal isn't connected to reaching the vision, why are you doing it? And finally, it has to be timely. You've got to set a start and end date. Otherwise, you could get stuck on a goal and never move forward. Deadlines are important. Write down your goals. Goals that are written down have an 80% greater chance of being achieved. Sean Daniel, Eagle Scout, wanted to be a pilot. Not only did he work hard to make good grades in high school, but took the steps necessary to secure a nomination from his congressman for the Air Force Academy.
Then once you get all that done, you have to get an appointment from the academy, which is pretty congruent with colleges, how they look at the admission process. The academy goes through their own process. say, hey, how does all this stuff look? He's got his nomination, but do we feel that even with his nomination that we want him here? The academy was pretty difficult. And time management was a really big thing there, and so I learned some time management skills while I was there that have helped me out immensely later on, helped me out now. T-37s are the initial trainer for the Air Force. This is a cockpit you're looking at right here. It's a fully aerobatic jet aircraft. Has been in place, I guess, for almost 50 years now in the Air Force. But there's an immense number of things that you're having to think about while you're in the airplane. All kinds of stuff, and your concentration has to be there. I mean, you have to get stuff done in order at the right time. And if you're missing some part of yourself, you have other things on your mind, you just can't get it done. But it's a lot of fun to fly, a great airplane.
I don't think I had a vision of what life was about, what life could be for me and myself, my family, those around me, and how I could impact people. And because I didn't have that vision, I don't think I didn't know where I wanted to go to school. I didn't really understand the importance of being diligent in my study. So I went to school, applied to a junior college that fed into Brigham Young University. And I knew that it was important to go to college, but my freshman year I kind of played around a little too much. But I had a chance to do it over and repent. And in my second year, I turned a 2.5 around to a 3.7 and was able to transfer into Brigham Young University on great academic, standings, and had a lot of confidence in myself because I saw, I can take control of my future. I can make good grades. It's not that I'm subject to the teacher. And so that started my whole vision process of seeing the bigger picture that I can take control of my future.
If I was talking to a young person today and had to give them some advice, I'd tell them to be true to themselves and be honest with themselves. And if being good at what you do is important, you should work to be the very best that you can be.
Start developing your vision and setting your goals. Your best is yet to come.